Yo, welcome back to more Mansa. It's your boy Mansa, man. We're back again with another reaction video, guys, man. We got was Kanye almost kidnapped in Uganda? This is the most random video I seen this, it was just on YouTube, so I was like, you know, I'm not checking this out. What is going on? When did Kanye get to Uganda, and why is he getting kidnapped? Like, what is going on? Let's check this out together, man. Y'all new here, smash the silver and like the video. Let's get it.
Kidnapping. When many Kanye fans think back to the year 2018, the first word that comes to mind is trauma. It was the year that Kanye planned on releasing the highly anticipated Yandhi. However, while working on the record in East Africa, something far more traumatic may have nearly put Kanye's life in jeopardy. On September
I did not know about
2018, Kanye was set to release Yandhi after performing on Saturday Night Live. In his final performance of the night, Kanye would follow up a powerful...
Imagine though, hold on. I don't mean to pause it, but imagine, look,
2018, Kanye was set to release Yandhi after...
Imagine Kanye and Lil Pump on... I know they got a song together, but bruh, Lil Pump, bro, like, where is Lil Pump nowadays? Like, is he even... Bro, Lil Pump, bro. On stage with Kanye, bro.
Performing on Saturday Night Live. In his final performance of the night, Kanye would follow up a powerful ghost town performance with a political rant centered around love.
Try love. You see, they laughing at me. You heard them, they scream at me. They bully me. They bullied me backstage. They said, don't go out there with that hat on. Or I'm gonna put my Superman cape on. Because this means you can't tell me what to do. Follow your heart and stop following your mind. That's how we're controlled. That's how we're programmed. If you want the world to move forward, try love.
This rant and Kanye's involvement in politics would lead him to receive tons of negative press.
So speaking strictly for myself, what Kanye said after he went off the air last week was one of the worst, most awkward things I've ever seen here.
You know, we're all entitled to our opinions.
Sure.
I don't know if that's the moment necessarily to hold people hostage like that.
Being mentally ill is not an excuse to act like a jackass.
He would fail to release Yandhi on its promised date, simply stating that he didn't finish the record.
I didn't finish it.
In order to put the finishing touches on Yandhi, Kanye would travel to Uganda in hopes of finding inspiration in nature.
We have to go to what is known as Africa. I just need to go and even find out what it's really called and just grab the soil and cook food, you know, 5 meals a day so the metabolism stays up, and have my kids in the studio and have the mic in the open so you can hear, you know, nature while we're recording.
During his stay, Kanye, who traveled with then-wife Kim Kardashian and daughter North, would meet up with Ugandan President Yoweri Museveni, hand out free pairs of Yeezys to locals, and work on new music with a number of different collaborators, promising some of his best work to date.
And I'm so happy about what's happening. Just to give the people the full yay, because a lot of people say there hasn't been albums as good as Watch the Throne and Dark Fantasy and anyway since that time.
Take off. I took time off. I don't believe in time.
You know, I never really listened to this album though. Out of all the Kanye albums, this is the one that I don't think I really
I just believe in science. Off the meds, can't get out of the bed. Paparazzi waiting like that mall on the Dawn of the Dead. Part in my flesh, been battling with my soul. Do what I feel and I live what I say so.
Building in the sky, a brand new world for you and I.
I chose not to be a slave. Drop the wave runners, now we run away.
While the expedition to Uganda would not lead to Kanye finalizing Yandhi, according to alleged sources, it would nearly get Kanye kidnapped.
How you go from giving away Yeezys to dang near getting kidnapped?
Days in Africa were pretty well documented, and minus his slightly paranoid mental state at the time, talking about mind control live on Periscope and appearing to walk around in bulletproof vests.
And they're trying to control our mind They're trying to control my mind. And when someone tries to tell me what to do, tries to tell me what I can wear and not wear, I feel like they're touching my brain.
Everything seemed all good, with Kanye ultimately traveling to Uganda to spread love and positivity and find some peace and inspiration while finishing up his album.
Just positive energy. I'm saying this, I'm in Africa recording. You see, we just took him to the future with the dome. The music is the best on the planet.
However, a conflict in the jungle would allegedly change the vibe of the whole trip.
Really?
According to RadarOnline.com,
Kanye caught in kidnapping
the story
scare.
goes that Kanye brought his own personal security down to Uganda and had them take him on a safari one day through the jungle away from his hotel resort. But after the day came to a close and daylight began to slip away, the security team hired by Ye insisted that Kanye camp out with them in the wild overnight, as they were far from his resort and could not secure a plane back safely with how late it was getting. According to the source, this is when the conflict began to arise, as Kanye suddenly became fed up with his personal security team not wanting to spend the night sleeping in the brush of the jungle. So Kanye allegedly attempts to defy his own personal security team and hire local security from Uganda instead to get him back to his hotel that night. But upon their arrival, Kanye's original security team didn't trust these local guards and feared for his safety, believing the Ugandan people may have wanted to kidnap Kanye in the night. The conflict allegedly raised tensions so high that it led to both sides taking out their weapons and
Weapons come out as his guards and local clash on safari. Yo.
having a
Why they call it a Mexican standoff?
standoff.
Why not a cowboy? You know what I'm saying? Back in the day where the cowboys, you know what I'm saying, that's a stand. Why a Mexican standoff?
The standoff was said to have lasted through the night, with local security eventually backing down the next day. By the time the local guards backed down in the morning, the original guards could now secure a plane and return Kanye back to the hotel safely. While the source for this whole story is definitely not concrete, and Kanye has never spoke on it himself, Joe Budden did seem to mention it on his podcast in 2019. In the episode, Joe would speak on Yes Jules' involvement with the trip. Yes Jules is an entrepreneur who at the time was the manager of 070 Shake.
Don't you go up in a hurry. Your mama be worried. Oh, it was a part of the story.
And she may have been wrapped up in the same kidnapping scare as she initially helped Kanye organize this trip to Uganda.
So Yes Jules, you may remember from 2018, she was seen with Kanye a lot, and it seemed like she was managing him, or at least part of what he was doing.
Joe's descriptions of what happened are rather brief, and it's not exactly clear how everything connects, but as someone with connections to people in the industry, they are definitely worth noting.
I just hope that this is the last time that we need to speak.
It's not the last time.
No, it can be.
She went to fucking Africa with the West, but it wasn't really with the West. It was with homeboy that she was fucking, and they fucking tried to run her out of fucking Africa, and then they tried to kidnap her, and then homeboy had to hire security in Africa, and then we never saw a location from Africa again. We never saw that again.
In addition, while others haven't spoken on this incident specifically, there have been people like producer Che Pope, who were with Kanye in Uganda,
Okay, we are on our way into the bush.
who have gone on record to reveal that the trip was quote-unquote intense and heightened Kanye's paranoid mental state at the time.
You know, mental health is a journey. You're gonna have good days, you're gonna have bad days. And same thing, it's what's the environment around you. You got a healthy environment around you, you got a toxic environment around you. You got something that's gonna inflame the situation. You know what I mean? There's times where I've been around Kanye where certain circumstances enhanced it. Like really, you know, like we were in Africa. Africa was kind of crazy. It was an intense situation. So that was something, you know, where the environment inflamed it versus really calmed it down. You know what I mean?
Further adding to the unknown nature of the trip, Tremaine Emery, a well-respected designer who's worked—
That's who he's been cussing out lately. I thought he was cussing me out. Y'all know my name's Tremaine as well. I thought nigga cussing this nigga out.
The environment inflamed it versus really calmed it down. You know what I mean?
Further adding to the unknown nature of the trip, Tremaine Emery, a well-respected designer who's worked for Kanye's Yeezy brand, would bring up Uganda in October of 2022. Kanye would post on Instagram following his controversial Yeezy Season 9 fashion event, stating that the chairman of Louis Vuitton killed the legendary Virgil Abloh by overworking him.
Bernard Alt or whatever the fuck, the guy you said fuck you on the billionaire list.
the billionaire list.
He's claiming
fuck that
he's
guy.
claiming that he killed Virgil, and then he said, "You killed my best friend Virgil."
Tremaine, who along with Ye was very close to Virgil, snapped back at the allegation with a series of brutal attacks aimed at Kanye.
You knew Virgil had terminal cancer and you wrote on him in group chats at Yeezy interviews. You are so broken. Keep Virgil's name out of your fucking mouth.
But despite this string of negative comments, Tremaine would end off the post with a rather mysterious line, telling Kanye, "At least we'll always have Uganda."
Take care, at least we'll always have Uganda. Holy shit.
Since Emery was among the group of collaborators who worked alongside Kanye in Uganda, it's unclear if he was reflecting back on the trip with fond memories, or perhaps making one last jab at Kanye in his recklessness during the kidnapping scare. And if we travel even deeper into this non-confirmed story, there's one specific lyric that some believe may have been Kanye's way of hinting at the entire Uganda scare. As we talked about before, Kanye has never explicitly detailed the events of Uganda himself. However, with Ye deciding to bleach his hair just a few weeks after leaving the country, it's no wonder why many believe a particular line in On God unravels the entire mystery.
I bleached my hair for every time I could have died, but I survived.
Yo, I bleached my hair for every time I could have died, but I survived. Yeah, that nigga got kidnapped, y'all.
That's on God.
Some speculate that Kanye and Kim's reluctance to speak on this incident was merely to not put bad press on the country of Uganda or its leader, while others have suggested that the story could have been severely exaggerated or just entirely made up. Nonetheless, no matter what happened in Uganda, it's believed to have heavily delayed Yandhi, which would never see an
well, that's why I ain't heard the album, because it ain't came out.
Official release.
I was wondering why I ain't heard this album.
Just months after his trip to Uganda, Kanye would hold the first Sunday service and would shift his focus towards healing himself and finding God.
Well, that nigga almost died. He's like, oh, hold on.
Purely speculation, some may argue that this near-death experience may have pushed Kanye into this direction.
Everybody wanted Yandhi, that Jesus Christ did the laundry. They say that we start on Monday, but the strong start on Sunday.
Well, there you have it, the story behind Ye's mysterious Uganda experience that has become increasingly more relevant with Tremaine Emery's comments this past week.
Yo, that nigga, he definitely got kidnapped, y'all.
This video is a section in the upcoming Yeberg Part 3, created by Rhythmic Reason, which I have had the honor of participating in. If you haven't seen the Kanye Iceberg series, the videos detail many obscure Kanye facts with stories that even the most dedicated fans of Ye haven't heard before. Along with myself, various special guests will be featured in the video. So get hype, as the Yeberg Part 3 is releasing very, very soon.
Hey, this is fire. Hey, I like this. We're gonna check out more of this, guys. We're gonna check out more of this. Hope you guys enjoy my reaction commentary. Link to this vid, link to his channel is in the description. Make sure y'all go check out the rest of the vids on his channel. But Kanye, I believe he probably did get kidnapped, y'all. I believe he probably did. Let me know what y'all thoughts are in the comment section below. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Stay tuned for next video, y'all. Peace.